Her words cut deeper than any debt ever could. Perfect. Now hand over the keys. This house belongs to your sister. I stood there, shaking, the deed still warm from the bank's stamp. Years of payments, years of sacrifice, and she dismissed it with a sneer. I leaned in, close enough for her to see the steadiness in my eyes. 4 words. Calm, final. Not anymore. It's mine. She went pale. She hadn't expected defiance. She'd built her life on my silence. The next morning, she woke to silence and a notice on the door. For years, I carried the weight no one else would. Rent overdue, bills unpaid, a roof always on the edge of collapsing. When my parents convinced me to take the mortgage, they framed it as an investment in family. "One day, this house will be your sister's," Mom had said back then. I thought it was a joke, a slip of the tongue. But I signed the papers. I paid the $7,500 note every month, scraping together shifts, swallowing pride, forfeiting vacations, friendships, even love. I thought I was building security. For us, for them, for me. But in my mother's eyes, it was never mine. I was just a tool. The hints came slowly. My sister touring the house like she owned it. My mother making comments about where her furniture will go someday. One evening, I overheard them. "She really thinks it's hers? Let her pay it off. Then we'll make the switch." The laughter that followed was cold, sharp, the kind that buries itself in your chest and rots there. That was the moment I stopped being naive. I didn't fight. I didn't argue. I learned. I studied the mortgage papers. I examined the title deed. I spoke to lawyers in quiet offices where no one could see me. And I discovered the truth. My name, and only my name, was etched into every document. The house was mine, legally, irrevocably. And if they wanted to take it from me, they'd have to burn themselves in the process. So I stayed quiet. I paid the last installment. And when the final receipt slid across the counter into my hands, I knew my revenge was already complete. That night, when my mother demanded the keys for my sister, I gave her those 4 words and nothing more. Then I left her in the echo of her own arrogance. But silence wasn't enough. I needed finality. I filed a restraining order the next morning. Grounds: harassment, intimidation, attempted eviction without cause. With the help of my lawyer, I added locks, cameras, and security notices around the property. The official paper was pinned to the front door before dawn, a notice signed by the court itself. When she woke, expecting to stroll through my sister's house, she opened her eyes to find herself locked out instead. The phone calls started before sunrise. First my mother, shrieking, then my sister, crying, then relatives, each one trying to shame me back into compliance. 73 missed calls by noon. I answered only once. Her voice was frantic, broken. "You can't do this, we're family." I let the silence drag until she begged. Then I said, softly, "You made your choice, and I made mine." Then I hung up. The house is quiet now. For the first time, it feels like home. Mine. Every brick, every beam, every nail, paid for with my sweat, my years, my blood. They thought they could erase me, that loyalty meant servitude, that love meant surrender. But the notice on the door remains as proof. This house doesn't belong to my sister. It never did. It belongs to me. And the silence they wake up to now, that's justice.